Hi, it's Laura with Laura Likes It, and today is Sunday, which means meal prep day for me. I try to do a lot of cooking on Sundays and get ready for my week. It helps me control my costs, eat better, and get ready for my week. And I have been looking forward to this knife sharpener that I bought. And full disclosure, I actually bought one and then returned it. Did a little bit more research because I think the one I bought previously did not include serrated knives. So I actually returned it and bought a new one, and that specifically said it's for serrated knives. I have a lot of serrated knives. I do a lot of slicing, so why have one that only sharpens one kind of knife? However, I noticed that the same instructions are in this one, and it doesn't include a serrated knife, but the advertisement said it was for a serrated knife. So we're gonna give it a try and see how it goes. In addition, you can sharpen axes and scissors. So if you have an axe to grind, you can do it with this. So that might make it a good Father's Day gift, I don't know. Get your man an axe grinder, that'll make him feel manly. And then you can get him in the kitchen sharpening your knives. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna get it out. It's pretty heavy and sturdy feeling. And it's quite pretty. It is touch screen, and it has 3 sharpening stages. I don't know if you can see that there. And it has a polish, fine, and coarse. So actually, I just read that backwards. It's coarse, fine, and polish. We're gonna get it plugged in and try some of my knives. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate cutting a variety of foods, and then we're gonna stop, clean our knives, and then sharpen them and try again to see how well the cutting has improved. Some of these are, I had a little slide for these. These were great knives when I first started, but I have done a lot of chopping, and I have noticed they almost feel unsafe. They're starting to feel a little bit unsafe, but let's demonstrate this one. I definitely have to push on this tomato quite a bit to break its skin. It's sort of okay, not great, so we're gonna sharpen that one and try a tomato. I think I also, let's see here, we're gonna do another size of these. I do a lot of chopping, so like I said, they used to go through really great, and so now it's taking some work, so we're gonna cut up some sweet potatoes. I do cook a lot of sweet potatoes. I'm gonna wipe that up a little bit. Bread. We love our bread. So I did already run this through once, so we're gonna see. I am sawing quite a bit. It's tearing it up, making a lot of crumbs. We're gonna see how that goes. And then I'm gonna do this separately. I'm gonna open this chicken. I do buy my chicken in bulk, and I do like to cut it up myself. Instead of buying all the pre-cut stuff, it is a little bit of a cost savings, and we all know groceries are expensive right now, so we're gonna do that in just a moment. Okay, this electric knife sharpener, it is touch screen, and it has 3 speeds that are just touch control, so we're gonna play around with this. And this is nifty. This is, I wondered where the metal shavings went. Certainly you don't want it on your cutting surface. It has a magnet that collects the metal shavings in the bottom. So that's nice. We'll see how well it keeps the metal shavings contained and how well that works. I'm assuming maybe you can just brush this off. So we're gonna test that out. That is a nice feature in my opinion. All right, we are going to try my serrated bread knife first. The instructions say long press switch to power on, tap the switch to adjust the speed. So I'm gonna try the slow speed. I think I'm gonna gradually go up, and what I guess you're supposed to do is run it through for each side. So it is coarse, fine, and polished. So we are gonna run it through each slot to see how it goes. Okay, 1 pass through each slot with my serrated knife. I'm gonna see if there's a difference. It feels pretty different, but I'm gonna run it through a couple more times. I'm not sure how fast or how many times I need to go through, but we're gonna test it out. Turn it up to speed number 2 this time. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up to speed number 3. I haven't set it through polish yet. I just did coarse and fine. I think I'm gonna set it to speed 3 and maybe just go back through the fine grinding and polishing. A little different, a little better. I'm going to send it through a couple more times and see what happens. I can't tell if it's worn down my serration or not, but it does feel like it's cutting my bread a little bit better. I might test this one out a few more times and see how this goes, but for the moment, we're gonna move on to the tomato and the knife I wanna use. I would probably normally use a serrated knife for a tomato, but for the sake of demonstration, we're gonna use one of these big utility knives. So we're gonna run this through several times. I'm gonna get a little aggressive with sharpening this again, since this is the first time these knives have really ever been sharpened. They come with these little sleeves, which is nice for a while, but I don't think long term it really keeps them sharp. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. What a difference. What a difference. Okay, we are going to test out the Pampered Chef paring knife, and you are not a middle-aged Midwestern woman if you don't have a Pampered Chef paring knife in your drawer. But this has only one edge, so I'm only going to use the right side for sharpening and polishing. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to do a quick chop on a tomato. I'm kind of having to saw with it a little bit, so it's not great. It's making a mess out of my tomato. So let's see how this goes. We're going to clean it up. I'm just going to run everything on 3 because if 1 and 2 are fine, why not 3? She's even bent a little bit. She's got a little bit of a bow in her. She's been abused. She's probably opened Christmas presents, boxes, all kinds of stuff. She's been abused. She's old. One final polish. We'll give her a little wipe down here and try to slice through that tomato again. Much better. Much better. We're going to do it a couple more times and see. Oh, what a difference. Ladies, you can restore your Pampered Chef knives. We know we love them. It's our kids' inheritance. You better take good care of it. Okay, next we're gonna do chicken breast, and I like to split and chop up my own chicken breasts instead of buying the thinly sliced ones from the store. With my fingernail, I can feel that there is a little bit of an edge on this. So we're gonna demonstrate how this goes through a chicken breast and then sharpen it and see how much improved it is. Got these little plastic gloves because nobody likes touching raw chicken, but I feel like I could get better ones. Oh, and I'm putting it on my wrong hand. This is what I use my Pampered Chef paring knife for, always, to stab the plastic and slice through, and then I wonder why they're beat up. But you know, this is what we do. All right, out comes, look at that big old breast. Okay, we're gonna try it. Don't come at me, I'm not a chef, but this is how I slice it, and it's kind of mushing down. I'm having a hard time getting through this old girl. She's a big old breast, and it is not slicing at all. All right, well, we're gonna toss that aside, give it a clean, sharpen it, and come back at it. Okay, I took it through several times. Again, it feels a lot smoother, but I do want to point out, I do see some material coming through on this side of the grinder. Now, this is a coated knife, and some people might argue that that grinding is going to shorten the life of your knife, but if my knives are dull and unsafe, I think it's a good trade-off. So let's get this chicken booby back out here and see if we can get through it. So this is the same one I was trying to cut through before, and I didn't get very far. Oh, that's smooth. That is very, very smooth. Do you see how I am just laying it on there and just the weight of the knife is getting through? So that is definitely a huge improvement in my book. That will make my food prep a lot easier. I am slicing several times, so I do think I am going to try to go through and sharpen this again a little bit more, and we'll see how it does with the second chicken breast. So I follow a couple cooking influencers on Facebook. I follow Baked by Melissa. She's a baker, but she makes these incredible chopped salads. I follow Bob Moreno. He is a chef and makes some really great recipes. And I also follow a dietitian. I think his name's Zach Cohn, and he makes some recipes as well. Who are you guys following? I like to watch people that kind of have everyday simple stuff that I can learn from. I'm trying to take this vein out. Oh, let's get our sharp little paring knife and get that vein out. So who are you guys following? What kind of recipes do you like to see? All right, we're gonna go again at this chicken. This is a new one. And that is significantly better than the first time I started with the first breast. And I am gonna put that and in the win column. Just a few slices through and I'm all the way through. It didn't slide or roll on me, so I can separate my chicken breast very easily. I like that a lot. So this is my review of the Sharpener. It has a diamond abrasive sharpening system, touchscreen controls, 3-speed settings, 4-stage sharpening process. It works on straight knives and serrated knives. It has an axe and scissor grinding option. We might try that out later. Let me know if you think this would make a good Father's Day gift. Overall, I like it. I am looking forward to maybe going through my drawers and sharpening all my knives and maybe running some of them through a little bit more to get them even sharper. But I like it. I'm Laura with Laura Likes It. This video includes an Amazon affiliate link. As an Amazon associate, we earn from qualifying purchases at no extra cost from you.